Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. It's 31st, so it's New Year's tonight. So I just thought I'd do a quick one before the New Year starts. I've still got guests there, so tomorrow the first lot are going, first two are going, and then the next day the next two, so then I can crack on, because I've got about, I think Amir comes back on the 9th, so I've got about 7 days to get some work done before he comes back. With some of the smaller jobs on the E-Type. I'll do the Mini as well. I'll put in the distributor, but I'll film that, so I'll probably do a video every day. Yeah, so thank you to Doug for doing, Piper Doug, for doing his reveal of his press, or his brake, bending brake, which is a good idea. I don't know why, I had some idea that this was some kind of sheeting went up the back, but there you go. But it's a great idea, and I mean, him living out in the boonies a bit, I suppose it's difficult to get bits for it. I think he's mentioned it before, it's kind of hard to get parts. So I guess he's going to make a lot of panels. Very interesting that will be. But he's obviously, I mean, all the drill pipe that he's used and everything else, and you know, I guess he's got the metal around him, but not the parts. They're very hard to get hold of. I've had enough in Austria. Anyway, so thanks for that, Doug, for doing the reveal, because it was, wrecking my brain trying to think what it was. In fact, I've got a project, but I'm not going to be secretive about it. It's just basically the welding machine. I've got a big Ellen welding machine, and I bought 4 new casters, but larger ones, and I'm going to make a cart out of it. So the machine will still be on the bottom, but it'll have 4 casters instead of 2 casters and 2 solid wheels, because it's a bit of a bugger to turn around. But I'm going to develop it so that it has some drawers in it and parts to put all the grinders and everything on. So I'm going to put power to it, so it'll come from an electric cable, plugs into a main, I don't know, 4 or 5 points, and then an air line as well, so you're not dragging the air line around all the time. But I'll show you that in the next few days. But I love Doug's sense of humour. I've worked with a lot of Canadians in the oil business. And because he's a Scotsman, he doesn't say so much, but he does say a little bit. The big thing with Canadians is to say A after every sentence. You know what I mean? A this, and everything's A. And the standard joke, which Doug will know, is this is how Canada got its name. They had 3 guys, and they had a Red Indian name. They couldn't think of the name of the country, so they said, look, we'll put all the letters of the alphabet in a Scrabble bag, and whatever we pull out, that's what we'll call the country. So the first guy puts his hand in, and he goes C A N A D A. So Canada got its name. Anyway, it's just a joke. I want to show you a couple of little videos I've got on my screen. They're very, very short, but I just thought I'd let you have a look at this. This friend of ours brought this cooking box over, which I'm going to reproduce. I'm going to make one myself. And also Doug and a few other people have asked me about Max's collection of minis. Now, unfortunately, he won't let me take any video there, but he did let me take some photographs. He's quite a conservative guy. He wants to, you know, going to keep it to himself, and he's always worried about security. So I'm going to show you them anyway. So I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you what we're doing. So if you look here, sorry I have to do it on the screen, but okay, quickly. So this is the firebox. So this is just a little video.
Okay. Okay.
But when you look at this, the meat, I think this had been in about, I don't know, 4 hours or something at this point. But look at that meat, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Take it? Yes.
Look at that, eh? Oh, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And we had this last night, and we're going to have some more tonight. So, and this is brown beer that he's pouring over it. Sorry, I'll put it a bit like that so you can see it better. And if you're wondering, the reason we bought the heater is there was 4 smokers out of 6 of us, and there was a baby here, so we couldn't smoke inside, so that's why we bought the heater, for go outside and have a smoke. That's my Frau, my wife, Amina.
The difference is marginal.
That looks gorgeous, isn't it? It's a great idea, definitely make one up, eh? Such a simple idea, really. It's just a stainless steel in a box with some fireproof insulation in the centre of it.
Get in there, Sammy, but you're not going there.
My wife going from German to English all the time. And this,
How long has that been on now?
this is
6 hours, cook it after the
people that brought it with Peter and Martina, and Amina's brother and his wife Izzy and their baby Leon were here. This is Peter, he brought it here.
Yeah, it's bigger than me, the longer you want it.
A lovely idea, and it's nice because I guess in the summer everybody can get around it. So that's my wife Amina. So I'll show you now. I took a lot of pictures of it so I can recreate it, and I took a lot of measurements. So if you want them, if you're interested in it, beautiful idea. And this is Max's stuff, so hopefully it'll come out. I hope you can see it. Excuse me, I've got to see where it goes, but it is New Year. So you can see here, this is, let me see if I can open this, expand this a bit more. Maybe not much. But you can see what he's got is, you see the 3 in the front and there's 3 behind as well, so there's 6 on each level. Well, you can see them there in the back. Here he's got a pickup, but he has a special, like an ice cream van on the back of it. I don't know how he got. Oh no, it's a BMC parts van, and then he's got a bunch of pickups. He's got, this is, I'll take you to another one. Hang on. Yeah. Where's this one? So you can see again here in the. Let me expand this one again for you. You can see what he's got going. You can see they're not all runners. I mean, you know, but he's got these steel bars, and he has a forklift and then a wooden pallet that lifts them up, and then he pushes them back in. But there's 6 in each of these bays, so you imagine, so that's 6, 12, and then there's another bay here, and another one at the end of that, and 2 the other side. So I think it's 60. I think 60 something like minis he's got, and he much prefers. And this is a nice one. Can you see this? It's got a lovely pickup he's got here. Yeah, and you can see there's the other. Sorry, there's 2 bays here. So that's, what's that? So that's 12. That's 24. And on the other side it's 48. 50. I think there's 50 in these 2 stacks, and then there's another 20 or odd or whatever it is. I think that's the same kind of picture again. And what's the last one? This is just looking in under. They're just wood basically. He's got them sitting on, and that's it. And I think, and this is a mini that I sold him. I bought this in Czechia, Slovenia, sorry. And it was advertised as a 59 mini, and then when I got home, the paperwork all seemed to be correct, but it turned out it wasn't a 59, it was a 63, but it's pretty good nick for the money. But I decided not to go ahead with it because I didn't want any problems with paperwork and stuff. So but you can see how clean it was inside the boot and everything. Bit of problems with it, but and there's the Cooper now, or as it was, British Racing Green. But you can see it was quite a tidy little car. There's an Irish number plate on it. But it was an Austin 7, but it was a 63, and then how we found out is on the, you can see it's all got the original seats in it. Yeah, it was a tidy little car, little push button start on it. But it was a tidy little car. But I got what I needed for it, and Max ended up doing the work for me on the engine for part of the money, so it worked out nice. But like you say, look at that boot, it's unbelievable. You can see there's the original holes in the back, and where they used to put the pole through for when they were there, where they used to put the pole through. But in amazing condition considering, when you look at some of the stuff even from 99, 2000, whatever, you know, 99, 89, 99, whatever, they're really in bad condition. Look at this, it's pretty tidy. Needed subframes though, well, it needed a rear subframe for sure. Anyway, so that's it. Have a nice New Year. Enjoy yourself. Watch yourself with the fireworks. We do a lot of fireworks here, but we'll see you next year. See you in 2008. Take care and keep watching in. Thank you. Bye.